you hating, you a fan, bro. Bust slow, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby mama, she a fan, though.
Chat, what up? It's your boy Slicktor Victor. We are back with another episode. So now look, I've been reading the comment sections. Y'all saying WACK is this, WACK is that, Larry Hoover's this, Larry Hoover's not that. Listen, we finally got the guy who actually shot Larry Hoover to speak. We got him to speak. So let's see what he had to say. Shout out to the 100 side of the Trenches Clubhouse TV, WACK 100, most importantly. And we here, it's your boy Slicktor Victor. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get to the content.
TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, WACK.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
In the block.
Larry Hoover got, the next day he was sent to the state. He had been in ADX, I don't know, 20, 30 years, 25 years, some shit like that. And the next day he got sent to the state. As soon as he hit state custody, because he got 200 years over there, he's still serving. He got 52, 53 and good. He's eligible for parole, right? They dropped the alleged snitch paperwork on Larry Hoover. Some shit, some paperwork from 1968 they drop on Larry Hoover. Boom.
See, it wasn't even no work. It was actually newspaper clippings that 1090 fake dropped, right? Him and another the Chicago blog, Squid 8. Shout out to Squid 8 for releasing the shit. But how did Squid 8 get over this information, right? How did 1090 Jake get this information? I feel like the FBI sent them this information to put out the smear Larry Hoover so he can get assassinated in prison. And now he's on a state yard, right? He's wide open. In ADX Florence in Colorado, he's not wide open, right? He's in there 23-1. And when that 1 hour he's out, he's alone. You literally walk around a little 4x4, little, like, you know, alone, 4x4 square. That's your workout. So back to the content.
Boom. Larry Hoover told on these two gentlemen who, I ain't gonna say allegedly, because I talk to the gunman, pulled up to the school and tried to gun Larry Hoover down. Name is James, what's his last name, baby? What's his name? James, the shooter. James Highsmith. Okay.
So that's his name, James Highsmith. I saw a few of y'all in the comments saying, go look at the James Highsmith video. I didn't know that was on there, but we'll look at that after this.
So a couple days ago, when I see the content, it hit the 100 side of Clubhouse. I had one of my readers come in there. Believe it might have been Ebony was the reader this time. Reads the content. This first time I'm hearing it. I'm just hearing that they got some snitch paperwork. So I'm thinking, you know, it's some real paperwork. You know, I want to see the docket number so I can get it to the exposers, Prince, Lavish, and Ghost, and we can do our due diligence to cross references and make sure it's real. This Larry Hoover we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So when she's reading it, I realize that it's a newspaper clipping, right? So I did put something up on my Instagram that told people at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be addressing this, that, and other. People get mad because of the clip I put up. The clip I put up is what people are alleging that Mr. Hoover has done. So they take it like, WACK, you promoting something against Larry Hoover. No.
That's literally what I'm getting all in my comments is, oh, WACK going to end up 6 feet under. Newsflash, people, we all are someday unless we decide to get cremated, right? But WACK is just stating, he literally stated, he said, listen to me, hold off. He was promoting, listen, we're not harming nothing with Larry Hoover. This is a grown old man, okay, who's a hero in the community, okay? We ain't doing none of that. But y'all not listening. Y'all don't listen to all of the content. Y'all read the little caption, y'all read comments, and then y'all comment off of that. Watch the full content before you comment.
I'm letting you know, just like if it's a concert, if it's a party, hey, we're going to be over here for this reason. Those of y'all that want to join and y'all interested in this, cool. This is why I posted it up. I had to post up what I was talking about because a bunch of people might have known what the hell I was talking about. So I go on Clubhouse after I leave No Jumper. I think No Jumper was over at 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm on Clubhouse on the other side. I had a reader read it, and this is my first time. I hadn't read it. People just sending me, yo, this is Larry Hoover's snitch paperwork, Larry Hoover's rat paperwork. So I hadn't read it, hadn't looked into it. I hadn't even sent it to the exposers to start digging on it, nothing. So let me hear it, address it, and it's best that people hear what my real, natural reaction to this is. So that's how it went. People was mad. Me personally, I stood against the paperwork of calling Mr. Hoover a rat. Said this is newspaper. It's not court documents. Boom. Okay. 18 hours after that, 1090 Jake ain't going for it. You know how 1090 is. You know he got a little whack hate in him, just a little bit, but you know, I don't
Not
say
a little bit, bro. A lot of it, whack. Like I know you trying to, keep that as a lane, open. But I'm telling you right now, 1090 fake, man. We should have been canceled him. Everybody in the black community should have been canceled 1090 fake. So listen, why is he always pulling up work on black people? Wait about all of the white people. Pull up some work on them. Pull up some work on the Aryan Brotherhood, the Aryan Nation, all of them type of niggas. Pull up the work on them niggas, because a lot of them is snitching too. But now 1090 Jackson, now I'm gonna come infiltrate with niggas. I want to infiltrate the niggers. Come on, man. Come on now.
say nothing. I don't say nothing. 1090 doubles back. He takes the same content and takes it upon himself to go do the research with the Chicago Tribune. He goes back to the newspaper in 1968 and finds the story. 1090 runs the content. You can go over there and check it out on his page. He run the story. GD, the leader of the GDs, could this be the rise and fall? This, they doing him like they did Big Meech. Soon as he get out or ready to get out, they dropping snitch paperwork. This, that.
No, whack. They doing him like they did Whitey Bulger. As soon as Whitey Bulger hit that other yard in Hazleton in West Virginia, he got his eyes gouged out. That 80-year-old man got beat to death for being a rat. They trying to do that nigga like they ain't doing him like no Big Meech. Big Meech is still able to get active. Larry Hoover ain't able to get active. The man is in a wheelchair. He's in the infirmary, in the medical unit. They trying to get that man taken out, man.
That 1090 taking his place. He letting people know, hey, listen, homie, I don't care what none of y'all talking about. Don't come put no pitchforks in my chat at me because I'm running this content on Larry Hoover. And he says it, based upon what he sees, he calls Larry Hoover a rat. Okay. I think it's a little more personal with me and 1090. I think he really slighted me, taking a shot at me, because he know I was the only one that said that I thought Larry wasn't a rat.
WACK said to protect Larry Hoover at all costs. 1090 Jake went against that. He was calling on all of his platforms to not push this message. 1090 Jake said, nah, what I'm going to do? Nah, I'm going to start a war. I'm gonna start a black on black war, black on black crime. That's what he was here to do. Come on, WACK.
I didn't stand with this, whatever was in the newspaper. So 1090 goes and finds the other newspaper that reported on it. Said this, said that, said this, said that. Can't nobody tell 1090 story better than 1090. Y'all got to go over there and check his content out once you're done over here. Okay, I respond to it. I've been getting hate. Yo, WACK, we think you created the newspaper clipping to put it up so you can have something to respond to. First of all, I got a million trillion things I could talk about. When I want to talk about them, I don't need no clout. I bring the clout. I am the clout. I'm King Clout. I'm the cloutest, and I'm clouted the fuck up.
That nigga WACK said, nigga, I am the clout monster, nigga. I don't need to make up no clips. That's what he's saying to y'all. I don't need to make up no clips. Come on, man. The content is just content.
All right, so I don't need to do none of that.
Right back, chat.
Right? I see it, I react to it. Like a bunch of other people do. I just don't work this thing like, other people do daily. Now, I will tell you this, right, on another note. Underground rappers YouTubers, struggling YouTubers, bloggers, me, Flacco, and a few other people. I've been in talks, believe it or not, with Charleston White and Big Homie CC. I got to see how it work out. But definitely me and Flacco in the next maybe 3 to 5 days will introduce something to you guys that you guys are going to like. We're going to help y'all. It's a great program for y'all to help you guys get some light, be seen, and we're going to let you utilize our platforms to help catapult you guys. So that's coming. Flacco don't even...
Yo, WACK, first off, we appreciate you for that, man. We appreciate you for that. See, look, as much stuff as y'all talk about WACK 100, WACK looking out for the culture, right? WACK trying to get us all right. He wants us all to be seen. He wants us all to be in the light. He wants us all to be recognized, right? That's what we all want. That's why we come in. That's why we comment. That's why we watch these videos. That's why we react to these videos. So that right there, shout out to the big power movement. Shout out to the big power. Back to the content.
Even though I texted him this morning, told him I had some business. I got to go over this thing with the queen because she puts together the deck for these things. And it'll be accessible for you guys on YouTube. It'll probably be a paywall to the situation. I got to figure it out, but we're going to get to it. Let's get back to this Larry Hoover thing. So I guess through all the back and forth, I'm getting some hate from Chicago. People saying, WACK, why you all in our business? I'm like, check this out. Ain't nobody else in Chicago speaking up for the brother. So I'm utilizing my platform to shed light on what I think is right. 1 minute they say, WACK, you use your platform to attack our people. The next thing, y'all talking crazy because I'm using the platform to defend our people. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the WACK hate train. I don't know, right? I think I probably need to challenge myself to see if I can start rebuilding and redefining myself to make people like me more. I don't know.
Nah, WACK, you on your Dennis Rodman right now. You the most hated man. You in the best position you could ever be in. That's why they tuning in. If they like you too much, you know that. What did Ye say? If people don't hate, then it won't be right. And that's what's happening right now. They want to hate on WACK. They don't want to like WACK. But WACK, don't give in to them. Come on, WACK. Don't give in to them. We need you, man.
Do I care if y'all like me more? No. Long as the queen is by my side with that good, and 100 side is by my side, and my team is by my side, the rest really don't matter. But I'm going to tell y'all this. I got about 20 minutes of raw recording from the actual man that popped the cap, and the one and only Larry Hoover. He covers everything. He talks about who ratted, who didn't rat. He talks about what he claims the fame to be the only person or the first person to do. And guess what, y'all? It wasn't over after he shot Larry Hoover. Oh, they ran into each other again. Oh, yeah. In the penitentiary when Larry Hoover was at his strongest. Y'all gonna really trip out when you hear how this went down when they came face to face. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a lesson in this. So what I'm gonna do, I don't got my laptop with me and all that fancy stuff. The queen ain't got it with her, so I'm gonna thug this out. I'm gonna grab the other phone. I got permission and consent to record the brother. Shout out to my man Big Fave, Long Beach Insane, who put it together. The brother's calling him looking for me, and he got him to me because he know he always has a direct contact to me. So all I gotta do is hit play, baby.
Yo, shout out to all my guys from Long Beach, man. My man Butch Cassidy, man. Go stream his music. That's my dog. You heard me?
Wait, don't start it yet. Right there. Your speaker up top. This is perfect. Damn, you got ass. Jeez. I wonder if that's why old boy shot Larry Hoover behind something like that. I should have asked him, huh? Yeah. Nevertheless, yo, let's get the subscriptions up. I need the people. I need 500 in here. We at 314. Share it. Let people know. Get them thumbs up, them likes, get them subs up, and then I'm going to let this rip. I'm going to let it rip because it's a Saturday, and I have to feed the people the content to react. When y'all going to start giving me my credit? Y'all need to start calling me Mr. Reactor because I'm the one that feeds y'all the content. Somehow, some way, if you pay attention to everything y'all be hearing, my name is intertwined or tied up in some
Always, man. Shout out to WACK 100, the Big Pop. Roll. Yeah.
somehow, some way. And because of that, it allows other content creators, other bloggers, YouTubers, whatever you want to call them, it allows them to have content to react to so they can put it up on their page and they can ultimately get paid and get their money. Okay? Follow the Queen, R_ANN_B. Follow the Queen at RNB, R_ANN_B. Also, my media team, Clubhouse TV, Ray Gives TV, Clubhouse Shenanigans, The Answer. Y'all want it first? Y'all want to know where it come from? That good old Clubhouse content? I got Ray J coming on later on Clubhouse to spill the beans some more. And I've been telling y'all all this punk shit about Suge, but y'all didn't want to believe me. Y'all didn't want to believe old WACK. Now the dudes is getting mad and they coming out letting it be known. I told y'all. Parquet butter, I told y'all about that. We told y'all about all kind of things. I told y'all.
Y'all gotta realize something, chat. All right? There's a reason why none of these guys that WACK be speaking on ever come out at WACK. Because WACK got the T on all of them. He got the T on all of them. That's why they be so quiet. At this point where WACK been really, really hot in the media for like the last 4 or 5 years, guess what? You ain't heard nothing negative. You ain't seen no bad paperwork. You ain't heard no negative jail stories. You ain't heard nothing. The man is real. You just gotta stop hating. Just love him for what it is. He's bringing us the content. He's bringing us shit to talk about every day. Why y'all in the comment section so mad at this man? Are y'all obsessed with him? What's the deal? Let me know in the comment section below.
Why he got the 28? Because of those phones, and they was gonna take his daddy and sister and niece to jail because of what he had them doing on them phones. I told y'all about all these things. Told y'all but no gun nails, a walkie-talkie. I told y'all the only reason why Suge doing 28 because he was scared to take a fade. I told y'all all these things, but y'all didn't want to believe old WACK 100. But the minute these dudes get mad, they want to tell y'all the truth. They like, oh, did you hear? Shout out to my man Tata Dago Emerald Hills. I see Reggie has unleashed him. Pay attention to Bomb First. I have convinced Reggie to hold a few things in hopes that Mr. Knight goes sits his ass down somewhere and leave this man alone. You know what we know. You know the things you've discussed with Mr. Wright, and you've already took some losses. Your attorney friend that you was telling us is your bottom. I ain't gonna say the word you was calling her because I respect her stepfather.
Your bottom bitch.
Shout out to Tweet.
Y'all don't know what a bottom bitch is, chat. That means that's your top bitch on your roster, right? That's old pimp terms, right? Ask your man Shark about that. Church.
She has since sent a letter to your fiance Toy letting her know she will no longer be dealing with any of your legal matters. See, she was just being nice. She was just being nice to you. You took that and served that like you did knock this young chick who's an attorney and you got some type of control of her and you guys are a thing. Now you done lost her. Reggie didn't expose personal things that I'm not going to say about uncles and mamas. Is getting crazy. Now, Reggie got that content over there. And everybody gonna say, that's where WACK got that from about Pac, what happened in jail. He ready to press play. I'm telling him not to do it. Now, Ray J, on the other hand, he got Baby C Styles over there with him from 19th Street. Baby C Styles got them two dudes that you had them deals with, them two young men, and you know, you was doing things with them you shouldn't have been doing with the fellatio side.
So pretty much, Chad, they saying that the homie Suge Knight he was mobbing niggas' drawers.
I don't know if I said
They
the word
saying that
right or
Suge
not.
was
I
literally
think I did.
mobbing niggas' drawers. This is crazy, nasty, diabolical work, man. Yo, big ups to the big Pyro. Come on, one more time. One more time. Yeah. We back to the content.
Did, maybe I didn't. But y'all know what I'm talking about. But right now, y'all about to hear a conversation that happened 3 hours ago with WACK 100 and James, what's his name?
Highsmith.
Highsmith.
Yep, there you go.
Is it James Highsmith?
It's Highsmith, yep. You got it right.
You sure? James Highsmith, the shooter who popped Larry Hoover at the high school. Yeah. We're going to let it rip. Like, subscribe. Let's get it going. I promise you guys I'm going to start working this page more. I've been busy doing things, doing that, doing this. 600 been out of pocket doing things, but we about to change the whole format of this. Again, subscribe, put your notification bell on always. Bloggers, up and coming bloggers, up and coming YouTubers, up and coming rappers. We are about to dedicate this whole page to a movement for you guys, to help you guys get off the ground. I'm going to use my light to put light on you. Flacco's going to join forces with me. I got a few other people I got to reach out to who I think won't have a problem. And we're going to help some of you guys catapult your careers. Maybe, you know, expedite you a year or two. You know, maybe we can get you there in 30 days or 90 days. But be ready to invest in yourself. In the meantime, between time, live conversation with WACK 100 and the brother that 1090 Jake said Larry Hoover snitched on when he shot him in 1968. TJ, we support. Appreciate your support. Super chat, $49.99. Appreciate it. So here we go. I started to keep it to myself. R&B said the people need to hear it. I ain't never going against the queen. And let's let it rip. All right, so listen, let's just be clear. I'm on the phone with some individuals from Chicago. Not just individuals, but one of the individuals that was involved in this shooting that happened with Larry Hoover, where people are running around with the narrative that Larry Hoover told on these individuals. So I'm gonna let the brother speak and tell me if there's some truth to that, no truth to that. My disposition is newspaper article is not looked at as legal documents. So I've been standing. I'm gonna let the brother speak, let y'all know who he is. We all see.
Not to cut you off again, Chap, but I showed y'all in the last video a newspaper clipping that happened with me, where my cousin used my name when he was pimping hoes. And just to go to show you that newspaper clippings are not correct. It said that I was the pimp. Victor Robinson. He was the pimp. Victor Robinson of Newark, New Jersey was the pimp. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. The next couple of days, you seen the other article, and it said, oh, pimp, cousin of pimp lied, or da-da-da-da. They figured that out. The newspaper was wrong. The newspaper was completely wrong. I wasn't even in the damn state at the time. I was all the way across the country on the West Coast in Seattle. This is crazy, man. So don't believe no newspaper clippings. Don't believe everything your earlobe captures, man.
See the names that was posted on the internet about the shooters, and he gonna tell us what his facts of how this situation went, what they are. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, my name is James Highsmith. I was the shooter because it's not alleged. I did do the shooting and I did serve time in prison. but it wasn't at the behest of Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover never told me. Matter of fact, there was over 100 people in the hallway, so there wasn't no way anybody knew I did it.
Now, I want to make that part clear. Out the gate, the shooter, Mr. James Highsmith, just said it was a bunch of people in the hallway. Larry Hoover never told on him. Let's keep it rolling.
They didn't need Larry Hoover to tell. First of all, and secondly, and more importantly, is that it wasn't the whole narrative that the newspaper had and a lot of people was repeating it, and a lot of folks never did happen like that. Lil Longstreet wasn't with me, he was down the hallway. And nobody tell me to burn that man. Two girls came and told me that they was coming down there to jump on me, but I could have left, but I had a pistol, so I waited for them. And that's what happened.
Okay. He said the other individual that was named in the newspaper article where they said he told James burn Larry Hoover, said that never happened. Dude was way down the hallway somewhere. He said two girls told him they called Larry and them to come jump on him. So instead of leaving, he had a pistol, so he waited on them to show up. And when they showed up, he got busy. Let's keep it going.
That's plain and simple right there. He said it from the beginning. He said, yo, that man ain't snitch on me. It was 1 million people in that hallway. So what I'm thinking is, my brain, the two girls got questioned, and they said, oh, well, we told Larry to do this. And that's probably how they got Larry's name involved. I don't believe Larry overread it. The guy just said it. The guy who shot him said it. Come on, man. And then they're going to meet up later. You're going to hear later in the conversation. They meet up later in the penitentiary. So if Larry really read it, that would have already been outed within the penitentiary and into the street. We would have known that years ago, decades ago. Let that sink in, chat.
Got you. So y'all had y'all personal issues regardless of what it was. You was the shooter. It was a bunch of people in the hallway that probably gave description or probably knew who you was or saw whatever it was they saw. But with you fighting the case, Larry Hoover was never a name that cooperated against you, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that plus he couldn't have never cooperated with me because I already pleaded out. You know?
So if y'all heard what the guy just said, he said there's no way that this man could have snitched on me because I already had took a plea. He took a plea. He admitted his guilt and he took his plea. So when did Larry come in and snitch on this guy? Listen, chat. Listen closely, man.
Is that Larry Hoover never made a statement, period.
Now, he further goes on to say, Larry Hoover never made a statement on him, period, and he pleaded out. Wasn't no statement there. Let's keep it rolling. Again, supporting what I thought happened, that with this whole newspaper article, they putting what they want to put in there. Remember, man, like,
you got a guy like Larry Hoover who's a big name in the streets. The newspapers wanted to eviscerate this man. They wanted to take him down. They wanted people to kill him back then in '68. That's what they wanted. That's why they put that content out there, chat. That's what y'all not getting. When y'all reading y'all comment at me in the comment section, I'm just reacting to the videos. I wasn't there. I didn't shoot the man. I didn't tell him the man. I'm listening to WACK talk to the people. I'm listening to WACK talk. Y'all going at me. Like I knew what happened. Listen to what happened, man.
Information to tear you down. They try to do it to me every day. If I wasn't a strong individual I was, I'd have been ran off the internet. But listen, my support system, my mental, it don't matter. Let's keep it rolling. That's what your paperwork read.
My paperwork was no statement made by Larry Hoover, so there's no paperwork period.
Got you. Now, another thing is, because I'm gonna be real, brother, because this is dangerous waters for me. But I feel like I got a platform and I've done time before. So when I see things and hear things, especially when we speaking about somebody such as Mr. Hoover, who is who he is, who is a pillar, who is part of this foundation of what we call blackness, right? From where it came from, what it was, and what it is today. I use my platform to fight back. Now I get a lot of backlash because they say, "Yo, WACK, this Chicago business, a GD business, why are you speaking on it?" I said, well, I'm speaking on it in defense of the brother, right? If I didn't speak on it and let people run amok with it, you know, ain't no telling how big the lie or the fire might grow. So I'm speaking to you because you are, I consider my triple OG, one of my elders, right? I'm pretty sure you had conversations with your people. Is there any issues with how I've been handling this situation?
So right here, what WACK is doing is he's saying, look, man, I done did time in the can. We're one and like, right? We're one and the same. Listen, am I handling this shit right? Right? Protecting Larry's name, doing this and that. Like, WACK don't want to end up in the fire, right? Because hey, this dude could have got on here and said, yeah, he did snitch on me, but he didn't say that. He said he did as the phrase started the conversation up with. He did not tell on me. I took a plea. There's no way for him to have told on me. So let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment on this now.
Actually, I'm not aware of anything, but I just appreciated that you were saying that this happened over 57 years ago. Two young men. I was 18 and he was 18. We was caught up in the times and the events. And it wasn't no real animosity towards him and I, because him and I grew up together. But the fact of the matter is that people are using things that happened that they wasn't born, they wasn't around, they didn't know anything about, and they had their own meanings and ideas, whatever they motives are, ulterior motives are, it still don't reach the fact that it's affecting true history, and it's affecting the fact that this man has spent over 52 years in prison, and if he ain't cracked before then, what makes you think he cracked back then?
So what he's saying is this. Let's pay attention to Larry Hoover's character. If he ain't cracked in the last 52 years and told on a bunch of people to
chat, the cheesesteaks have arrived. My bad, I'm about to eat on camera for the first time. But listen, right here what this dude is saying is that Larry Hoover, if he would have told throughout this whole time to not get this 200 plus year life sentence. He would have been told. He ain't tell. He ain't tell then, he ain't tell now. What's the difference?
to free himself out of prison. What makes you think he was cracked? Because he gonna snitch because he got shot, right? He's saying the man was known for standing on this gangster. Now, in his up and coming conversation, I'm gonna ask him if he ran into Larry Hoover. What happened after the fact? Because it was 18 when this happened. I don't know. Larry Hoover didn't go to the penitentiary till 5-6 years later. He went to jail and got out. But he also ran into Larry Hoover in the penitentiary. So what we have established is that Larry Hoover's, the one that shot him, is saying Larry gave no statements. Larry did not tell on him. The other dude never told him to burn Larry. 2 chicks let him know Larry was coming up to the school to jump him. He had a pistol, so he waited. 1968. Nigga James was strapped. You hear me? Y'all, I bet not hear none of this, Lil Durk.
James Highsmith popped out in the school in 1968 with a pistol. He went at Larry Hoover. He handled his business. He didn't finish him, but now they're going to meet up later. Like I told y'all, you're going to see they're going to meet up in the prison. See what happens.
Durk started this gangster shit. Nigga. James was strapped in 68 at the high school, homie. Strapped. What? They finna come holler at me. I'm strapped. Probably had him a 32, 5-6 shot. You know what I'm saying? A little rust on it, a little tape on the handle, but he was ready. Let's keep it rolling. It's a fact.
He's been fighting for his right for 52 years. He's been a stand-up, strong, powerful young man that's been an inspiration to a lot of people, including myself. So I'm telling this to say this, that to build the man up, to build up crazy stuff, you understand? Black people is our duty, because this man, our leaders was born, we didn't appoint our leaders. And we're not going to allow no one else to appoint our leaders. He was born our leader. And what we have to do is we have to support it. And propaganda, they done took every one of our leaders, every one of our celebrities, and what they do is they destroy them. And we support it.
That's a fact.
You heard that? What they do is, when we get a leader, so Larry Hoover is like, you know how we hear that word folk hero, right? Except he is a real hero in the hood, right? Because he started something, he stood on all 10, he's doing this time. These are things that, you know, you learn as a kid growing up, and, you know, not to say in the city, but not to say that it's a good thing, but it's good to have an understanding of where you come from, right? So now what do the white people try to do? Like 1090 Fake. They try to bring us down, right? They try to promote it horribly. They try to make you look like a rat, right? So now all these young kids growing up that looked up to you all their life, they come and do the devil's dirty work and take you out and assassinate you. That's what he's saying, man. Happens every day.
What we have to do is, as black men and brothers and sisters who have been in the struggle out here and been struggling from the beginning, it don't make no difference with you Stone, Disciple, Vice Lord, Blood, Crip, or whatever. We was all in the same boat. And the fact of the matter is, man, this man right here should be honored just for the fact that he survived this.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, he survived this. He took a hit all the way around. I mean, losing, wasn't around for his mother's death, wasn't around for his brother's death, wasn't around to raise his children. And you gonna tell me that we as a people, I wouldn't give a damn what it is. He earns his space in history as one of the strongest brothers in Chicago.
Now, once again, shout out to Hip Hop Council, 1999 Super Chat. Shout out to my man TJ, 49.99 Super Chat. One more y'all out there. I missed you, but I'm gonna find him and give you a shout out. So now, he's pretty much saying Larry Hoover should be commended, honored, and respected for his struggles and the things that he's done for the city of Chicago.
Now, chat, this is the man who shot him. He's telling you, I commend him. I look up to him. He was a hero for me, right? Was he a hero maybe when he shot Larry? No. But after he shot Larry, look at Larry's credibility. Look at this dude. Look at Larry's name. Look at this guy. We didn't know who James Highsmith was until a couple days ago. So James Highsmith is telling you, forget what you've seen on the internet. I'm telling you the real. Larry Hoover's official. He's been official since day one. He ain't no rat. He ain't rat on nobody. We met up on the yard. We got down, and I respect Larry. So what y'all gonna say in the comments, man? Let me know.
Chicago, and by right, he's one of the top people in Chicago that people should honor. Let's keep it going. That's a fact. I respect that. I salute that. The brother on the phone, again, this is the brother that was one of the shooters who did time, right, for that incident with Larry Hoover back in 1968, I believe it was. And he's saying he pled out. Larry Hoover never gave a statement. It was a bunch of people in the hallway. It was at a high school. So that never...
I believe that it was the first school shooting on the book.
Yo, not only is James, what's his name again, baby?
Highsmith.
Highsmith, not only at 18 in 1968, what? They coming to jump me? I'm not going nowhere. I'm strapped. Not only was he ready in 68, James Highsmith is claiming, I did the first high school shooting. Only I was defending myself. I didn't.
Shit, we all thought, well, at least I did. I thought Columbine was the first high school shooting. Ain't know this shit was happening in '68. So whenever we go to say, well, white people are on school shooters, now I guess niggas started it. We started everything. We started the blues, we started jazz, we started country, we started high school shootings.
Didn't come up there popping on innocent bystanders. I pop what came up there to do something to me. A lot of y'all may say, why he didn't squabble up? Hey, listen, back in them days, them niggas was playing with knives, brass knuckles, bumper jacks, crowbars. Listen, the girl said 2 niggas coming up here to get you, James. James said, I ain't running nowhere. Nigga, I got this trusty 32 and I'm popping something out if you come up here playing with me. And now he claiming that the first school shooting happened in Chicago. Was shy.
So, Chad, I want y'all to comment down in the comment section below. What would y'all have done, right? Y'all's in school. You got somebody that these 2 girls come up to you and say, yo, this dude's ready to handle you. These 2 guys. What y'all gonna do, right? Back in them days, we ain't had no cameras, right? There was no cameras at all, 68 as far as I know, right? There's, just eyewitnesses. Guns were easy access back in them days. Are y'all bringing the strap or y'all gonna handle it with a squabble? Let me know in the comment section below. I guess Chirac has been living up to his name since before the Chief Keefs, before the Lil Durks, before the King Vons. I guess it's been since 68.
Rack that in 68? Let's keep listening. Yo, you know what? You might.
You gotta correct one thing.
Yes, sir.
He wasn't one of the shooters. He was the shooter.
Oh, so it was only one shooter.
They speak of is let alone street. He was down. He was in the school, but it wasn't them. And he didn't do a thing, Chad.
So you the only one who went to jail?
I'm the only one. Our case got settled, and the reason that he was able to get acquitted was that he was not at the scene when the shooter was shot. He was down the hallway, and he didn't never shoot nobody.
But once again, we got a newspaper article, again, that's trying to sway everybody to something that's further away from the truth. This is why I was telling them I can't stand on that newspaper article. It's not a legal document to me. You know, we've been watching the mob. We watched the mob for years pay people off. You know what I mean? So the story read the way they wanted it to read. So I'm glad we clearing that up. It was one shooter. That's the brother on the phone.
Well, WACK is saying now he's referring to the John Gotti's, the Michael Frenchies, the Sonny Frenchies. These guys, the mafia. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. These guys paid the newspapers. They owned the newspapers. The mob owned everything, right? To spin their own narrative, to spin their own story, to make the mob not look bad, right? They ran the unions, right? They had all of the work in New York. So that's what he's trying to say. When you watch that kind of stuff happen, you can't, and especially back in them days, you can't believe a paper from 1968. Now, today, we have a thing called the internet, right? We have sites like Law and Crime Network. We have we have Court TV, right? They're announcing all of this stuff, right? You have real snitches these days. You're able to see snitch videos. You're able to see interrogation videos. They ain't had that then. So listen to what he's saying, man.
Now, the other gentleman didn't do a day in jail that they mentioned it. He's the one that went to prison, did the time, and Larry Hoover never gave a statement against him. He copped out, took a plea. How much time did you do for this? I'm listening.
They gave me 1 to 5 years of me being a damn fool. I did 4 years and 6 months. The only reason I didn't do the whole 5 years is they came up with a new law of 94 and 6 months release.
Got you. Now, this nigga James, what's his last name, baby?
Highsmith.
Highsmith.
Tell him, RB.
You like that, don't you? James Highsmith. Hey, he was a gangster. Well, let me keep this playing because I just said he was a gangster. And we just pointed out that the newspaper said the other dude told him to burn him and he was charged, which in fact he was not charged. That's a lie. He never told him to burn him, never told him to do a day in jail. Now let me let y'all hear what else the newspaper lied about.
So once again, like I said in the beginning, the newspaper lied, right? James Highsmith's the only one who went to prison for this shooting. The other guy didn't. So now a bright mind would think, 1090 fake, that guess what? The other dude might have told on Mr. Highsmith. Right? Let me know in the comment section below.
Because I don't think he was a gangster. Stay tuned.
Hey, Wack, let me say this right quick. The brother on the phone and the brother they talking about in the paper that told him to shoot, that brother couldn't have told him nothing. He was his own man then, at 18, and he had his own father. He couldn't have told him to shoot nobody. This man on the phone we speaking of now is a real legend in Chicago, and he's part of a program now that helps the brothers in the street, school, helps them do a lot of things. So he came full circle in his life, and he's somebody I look up to tremendously. I love Larry with all my heart.
Well, I tell you what, brother.
The newspaper article is so long. I have never been a member of the East Side Disciples. Never.
The man just said he was never a member of the East Side Disciples. Now, to some of you bozos who asked to come to my podcast, who asked to come sit down with me in the 22-ster, pay attention. WACK is going to try a tactic. Watch what the OG do to me. I'm going to try to get it out of him. He say he wasn't part of the East Side Disciples, so we want to know what you was a part of. Watch his play. Okay, so what did you represent back then, if anything?
I was never a member of the Disciples, period.
Got you. OG, he said, I'm telling you what I wasn't a member of. I ain't going to tell you what I was a member of. I fuck with OG. Yeah.
Homie wouldn't even give it up there. He wouldn't say nothing what he's a part of. He's just letting you know I was not and never was a member of the GDs or any disciples at all. He was never that. He's letting you know, but he ain't gonna tell you what he was. It's the real OG. Salute to the OG, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, man. I appreciate y'all all tapping in every day. Back to this content.
That's the way you supposed to handle that. You get what I'm saying? We gonna ask. If you answer, that's on you. The OG is teaching you. This is the real OG right here. And I'm going to tell you, I'm just not calling him that because he waited around and popped Larry Hoover. I'm not calling him that because he went and did 4.5 off 5. I'm not calling him that because he here clearing up Larry Hoover, although they was ops. I'm going to let you continue to listen to him speak and let him hear and tell you.
He calling him that based off what he's saying. That's a real OG, not these little cats y'all be talking about out here, man. These guys ain't OGs. They're quick to tell. This guy right here, this is a 1960s, 50, 40, probably born in 1940 something, brother, right? These guys is official, man. My dad born in 1952, man. Shout out to all of them, man. Shout out to all of them. My man Wayne Agbar, pray from New York, just got freed too a couple years last year. Let's go, man. Come on, man.
You what it really is today and what happened when he came face to face with Larry Hoover. Let's go. Yo, but I'll tell you this, brother. I got your direct phone number. I want to tap in because I hear you got an organization to see how we can tap in. We got diaper companies, Incredible Diapers, which is our diaper company, partnered with Floyd Mayweather, Nick Cannon. So I don't know if you got, teen mothers or mothers up there that maybe need some assistance. We can ship some of those things up there. And let's just lock in, bro, because as of now, every time we hear something about Chicago, it's about a rap.
So, chat, I want to pause this. I want to give a huge shout out to WACK 100 and the 100 side. Listen, we got incredible diapers. If y'all got kids, y'all teen moms, y'all single mothers, single parents, y'all need some diapers, holla at WACK 100 Incredible Diapers. Go hit that link, man. Hit that link. Y'all gonna get some good stuff. Back to the content.
rapper, somebody got killed, this, and that. I know it's way more to it than just that. So let's lock in. I got a few brothers, JoJo Capone and my brother Promise, that I've dealt with over the years. But let's expand the growth and lock in so we can all share each other resources, man, and educate one another, because even on this phone now, it's growth. I got my comrade who's from Insane Crip, who called me with the brother on the phone from up top, who got you on the phone. So it's even working now. This is how it's supposed to work.
Right. To give myself a plug, I'm James Highsmith. I'm the director of Protein Violence Prevention Program right now today.
Now let me ask you a question. Have you spoken to Larry Hoover since your incident? Have you guys ever ran into each other? Since
I play basketball almost every day in Stateville.
So you did time with him?
In jail. And every time he got a chance through his white window, what have you, I get messages. And I also had the privilege to talk to him since he's been locked down.
There it goes there. So, not only did he shoot Larry Hoover because they was coming to rush him, he did his time, maxed out, right? Now he doubles back and lets it be known the man I was his op did not tell on him. He could have let the lie live. Now he lets us know he has an organization in Chicago helping the youth, helping the community, and him and Larry Hoover ran into each other in the penitentiary in the later years. And how did they deal with it? They played basketball together against each other. And since he's been home, he has spoken to Larry Hoover on the phone. So,
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Did y'all hear that, chat? So homeboy said, not only did I shoot him, but we became comrades in the end. We still kick it. We still hanging out. So 1090 fake. What you got to say about that, my G? You still believe in newspapers? Back to the content.
face to face, wasn't no more violence. Larry probably realized, nigga, we was coming to get you, and you did what you had to do. And now, all these years later, because they kept their friendship and their respect intact, this man, he didn't have to do nothing. He's 70-something too. He could have laid back. This man found a way through my comrade, Big Faye from Long Beach Insane, to get a hold of me, that try to clear, not to try to clear Mr. Hoover's name. Let's keep it going. Don't get no better than that. Man, I appreciate your time, Big Faye. I appreciate you as always, comrade. And I tell a lot of y'all, I met Big Faye on the battlefield. We met fighting each other. Our crews fighting each other. We've grown to what we grow to right now today. So I urge everybody, hey, listen, man, don't just see the wrong in somebody. Look for the good in somebody. Have a conversation with them, and you never know what it might lead to. And now it's been shit, babe. Would have been damn near, I don't know, 20 years later.
Let me say something else while I get off this. It's amazing how black people can take one wrong and don't remember all the good. If you got a brother who has been so instrumental in the change of so many lives, even if he had made a statement in 1968 when he was 18 years old, how do that affect the things that he done accomplished from that day all the way to today?
Well, the world we live in.
See, it's crazy. You heard what this man just said? Black people take a story and spin it. And that's what we do with each other, man. It's crazy. When I really knew I could never trust blacks, right, was when I watched, I always do this my whole life, but when I actually watched the Emmett Till movie, right, it's called Till. When you watch that, right, and you see like the dude who knew and watched, he's seen everything that happened to Emmett Till. You look at the clip where it turns outside of the courtroom and all of the black people's outside there, silent, mute, scared. But when it comes to nigga on nigga crime, a nigga will kill me. Yo, chat, we got more of a liability against ourselves killing each other than a white man killing each other, killing us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's pretty crazy when you look at it like that. So James Highsmith is right, man. Shout out to him. Put a bomb up in the air for him. That's crazy. Put another one up. Put another one up. It's crazy because, like, yo, we don't stick together as a race or nothing, right? We all disagree. We get on the internet now. We go at each other. We fight. We squabble. We do this and that. But as soon as the police come, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Why you ain't got the same energy towards him? That's the white man. Come on, man.
And I told somebody this. I told them this about gangbanging. I said, listen, here's the downfall to that. You can do a million things right. The minute you do that one thing wrong, it offsets everything. And this is why I tell the kids it is not a good investment of time to go in that direction. It just doesn't make sense, but that's what that is. So with us doing what we're doing, our children, grandchildren, family members, we're teaching them to go another way. Eventually, it will phase out. You know what I mean? Eventually, it will phase itself out. And long as conversations, as long as relationships and these type of conversations are happening amongst us, right, across the globe, it ain't got no choice but to phase out because we're going to be the one to make the final decision anyway. And we probably need to start having these conversations about some of these old-ass rules that was put in place by somebody that was in the 8th grade with a 5th grade reading level. It's a fact. You know what I mean? Because what it stood for and what it was ain't what it is today.
And what he's talking about right there, chat, is this snitch shit, the street life. The streets are a myth. It's been proven. It's not like what it used to be back in the day. First off, if you commit a crime, nobody even got to tell on you. There's cameras everywhere. You're going to get caught. But what are you going to do when you get caught? Well, that's another black person. I'll just tell on that nigga. That's what niggas think. That's how y'all got to look at it. Stay out of the streets, chat. With that right there, I think we've wrapped up enough on that right there. You heard everything. James Highsmith has said. He said what? He said, I shot Larry Hoover. He never told on me. I'll take a plea deal. He did 4.5 on the 5 on the 1 to 5 bid, right? Because he was getting in trouble. He ran into Larry in jail. They played basketball. Chat, they played hoops. It was open. They cool. They still talk to today. He's saluting Larry Hoover. He said Larry Hoover is one of his heroes, just like he's one of ours. So 1090 fake. My only question is, what you got to say now, player? What you got to say now? That's it for today's episode, chat. It's your boy, Slicktor Victor. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I left my Instagram right there below, dragging at the bottom, at Slicktor Victor. Left my Cash App in case y'all want to support the channel. It's your boy, Slicktor Victor. We are out of here. Let's go!
Mama, she a fan though. All my niggas, they strapped to be in that band though. How you hate, you a fan, bro. Bust slow, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby.